All right, let's watch some StarCraft, huh? All right, here we go. AntiHunters, game of the week. Game number 1. Let's go. All right, here we go. Big Cheese Gentleman Dabman, Harley Jarvis versus WWW Detroit Bulk, WLSXX, and Hellraiser 99. Hell yeah, that's a screen name straight out of 1999 is what that is. All right, we got blue, red, orange, and yellow. Blue, red, orange, yellow. Yellow all the way down in the bottom left. Odd man out. And we got magenta, olive, green, and black. Map is the Hunter's Hot Seat. Let's take a look at it really quick. Middle spawn. 8 player with a middle spawn. And a bin glass. Let's see what our players are getting up to here. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Jarvis is going for an 8 racks on the map. And let's see our other players. Nothing here. Pool, overpool. Tittleman's got overpool. Got 2 gates coming down. The green player's got 2 gates. And this looks like a 9 pool from the black player here. There you go, 6 lings. Setting up to take the X-bow. It's magenta. Alright, looks like he doesn't see this 8 racks. Let's see what they do with that. But he's gonna have 6 lings on the way. Looks like he 9 pulled 2. Making a sunken over here on the high ground. That's a pretty good spot. Hits this ramp. Marine production. So it's staying at home here. These lings are going to come out. It's going to run over. Oh! Sees the Marines. Pulling back. Probably could have jumped on that right there. At least traded. Red's coming down to help. Alright, red and blue are linked up. Orange on the move down south. That sunken is hitting hard from there. There's 2 of them now. It's going to be a solid hold here from WW. Orange is putting zealot pressure on black, keeping his lings home. That 8 racks got shut down by a solid double sunken D right there. Sprouting more lings. Hasn't engaged these zealots and now they met up. Looks like he had another group out on the map. It's a good surround. Zealots fighting. 1 ling goes down. 2 lings. 3 lings. Trading out 3 lings for 3 zealots, maybe. Not the trade Orange was looking for, but he's still streaming zealots out. At least keeping black down at his main and not linking up with these other zealots from Olive over here. Looks like Blue's landed the racks in the main here. Checking out over here. Uh-oh. Blue's going double starport and factory, gambling pretty hard with a tech play. And everybody's coming to help out now. Repair, repair! Oh, the repair is not on point. And these lings are in. We have more than 12 lings, so we're destroying the buildings. Uh-oh. Getting one vulture out. Looks like Red's got intercepted here. Zealots are going to get on that sunken. Full abort of Blue's base. They're on the sunken. If they pop this... Oh, there's another one pops. That's going to go down. We should be able to come back. All these lings popping. Another surround on the orange zealots over here. At least drawing them off. Looks like Blue's straight floating it. Managed to save a decent number of SCVs though. 7 SCVs. Fights off the zealots. Holding on to this one sunken with 130 HP. More streaming out. Good aggressive early game play. And Deadman's coming over to assist. But in danger of being surrounded. But able to pull back in and link up with Red. In range of the sunken. This is not a good fight for these green zealots. Fully surround, even the SCV's getting in on there. Taking care of that. Black is sending more Zerglings, going super low econ, both of these Zerg players, so. But taking Blue out, or at least forcing the full lift off into a new base. 3 sunkens for Red. Holding on. Pretty good early game. Good aggression. Good recognition of the shenanigans. And a good punish on Blue, who tried to tech hard. Orange is getting... He's got 3 gates and getting into Citadel. Maybe he's going for DTs. And we got Lair already on the way. Spire coming up. Blue has landed. Oh. Making Marines in the main. Orange is on the move. Let's see what our Zergs are doing. Still on 2 hatch. Looks like Mass Ling. Oh, he's droning up now. 3 gate. Straight Zealot. Orange is moving down. Looks like we're doing a Marine Medic play. Looks pretty strong. We'll have a good push out here. Alright, now going in to bust down the neutral buildings in the back. Which might be a good move to avoid this good sunken defense. There is no sunken down here. Let's see how the team reacts to that. All they have is these Zerglings from Black helping out. And the Marine Medic is moving out. How many is that? Go stim. Orange gets up onto the high ground. Even Blue's sending some Marines over here. Look at this good intercept by Red to keep these Zerglings from doing damage to these Dragoons, because the Dragoons will range them. Looks like Yellow's Marine Medic's able to intercept, clean up these Zealots here too. This is problems for middle player here. Both of his allies have tried and failed to stop this movement. Gonna be able to fully attack all these things with rage units without engaging the Sunkens. He's managed to save 7 drones by the Sunkens, but does not look like much relief is on the way. 3 Dragoons isn't gonna do it. Looks like going into Hydra down here. Hydra speed, but only 3 of them right now. The drone count is getting up. Spend time droning. And Magenta, the old Hellraiser 99 is... Got 12 Zealots just sitting there, okay. It's frustrating if you're on his team, but okay, now they're diving on the Sunkens. Drones are fighting. Drones are fighting, but the Lings coming around the backside, getting right on there, are going to pop them. Green is sending Dragoons, but 2 Dragoons isn't going to do it. Black is sending his Hydras with speed. 9 Hydras with speed are going to clean up, but he's left the game. Middle olive players left the game. You gotta say this is about 15 zealots right here that would have made a heck of a difference saving this middle player if they were out on the field, but I don't know, maybe he's playing the best of his abilities, I suppose. So, responding to the loss of Blue's main with a pretty decisive takedown on this middle player. That said, supplies I want to say are pretty close to even, maybe with an advantage for the sort of bottom right and mid left squad. Blue has come back on his 1 base, starting to put down vulture mines. What sort of plays are we going to get out of these guys following up? Mass Hydra, what do we got here? Oh, Blue's popped out a Wraith. That is promptly blown out of the sky. Now watch those Wraiths, they'll go in a second. Little paper airplanes. Big old grip of Hydra and 2 Sunkens is pretty solid D. We got Zerglings roaming the map. Poking in and that, checking on econ. It's pretty good. It's not going to go very well. +1 shields, and now they have speed on these zealots. Speed zealots could be a problem. If these Hydras and these zealots were to link up, they could probably wipe yellow off the map without too much trouble. But as it stands, the Hydras are going to go up this side. Kind of test things over here, linking up with green. Team games are all about who can link up, right place, right time. These Zerglings are being cycled into a meat grinder there. I wonder if there's any upgrades coming on these Hydras. It's going Hydra double Evo chamber, so setting up for 1, 2, 3, 4 hatches of double upgraded Hydras in a second, which is going to be a force, but you know what's good against Hydras? It's Marines. And these Marines are +1. Stims are on point. Green's coming down to help. Good teamwork here. Green coming down to help his buddy, but I gotta wonder about this player over here. It's just kind of playing some single player. Alright. Who's gonna win this fight, huh? How many Marines is this? Big Cheese is saying, I'm gonna pull it back, but I don't know. 3 medics +1 Marines. And in response, a great counterattack. So you have Storm. Storm is gonna slay these Hydras. The ultimate hybrid. Yeah, that's a great Storm right there. Another great Storm. Another great Storm decimating this possible saving force. And this natural is going to fall. Looks like his main is going to be fine. This natural is going to go down. Here's a bit of an extension back down by orange. As they come back up. Blue's laying some mines behind. These vultures are not going to win that fight. A bit of a mine connect. Mines are pretty hard to hit on Hydras, they shoot too fast. I got any more storms? Oh, storm! Maybe he sees a Templar and has to retreat. He's rallying down, They're sort of moving around the center. Diving on lots of cannons here. Pink Sizer House going for a storm of the probes. Gets a few. Can he land this other one? Oh, that's a huge one. Very good. 6 kills. Lots of damage. But he's just not going to have any storms to deal with these Hydras now. And the Hydras are at 1-1. Probably going to come in here and clean that up, save his buddy. Now it's a pretty big force that possibly could counterattack. Meanwhile, yellow is staying active. And pink has entered the chat. 1-1-1. At least he got upgrades. Let's see. but it's just that was a zealot, a mass zealot kill. Got to get some surround if you're gonna go only zealots on. We had Storm. Storm is the ultimate marine counter. Had a DT out here, but green's pushing up a little bit. No detection for these DTs, I don't think. Yeah. It's like blues sort of moving up a little bit. Blue's got 2 bases. Red's starting to mine from its base number 2. Got some Scourge out. Oh, here we go. There's red. +1 Carapace Mutas, absolutely devastating this probe line. At least causing mass loss mining time. But pulling back. Hydra's gonna push him back. Hydra's a little tough. How many mutas is that? 8? A muta micro. Pulling back over these cliffs, which is always brutal. Being very annoying. And then holding the Hydras all the way back in the main, and Hydra's unable to be up here to help the ally up here. Hydra's fully just on chase mode against these mutas, and he has not lost a single one, and then he'll just fly away. GG called from green, unable to stay alive, as these mutas play keep away with this mass Hydra ball. If these Hydras are able to run around, they probably help out green, keep them alive at least. Looks like yellow is just slow pushing on pink. I think needing a little more drone saturation down here, but I suppose seems like pink's doing about as good as they can. Blue's gonna take another expo down here. These mutas staying alive. Still got all 8 of them, just being massively annoying. Taking some shots here, gonna see what's happening back here, but there's probably no chance they dive there. This is not looking too good. Oh, yeah, I missed that, but black's out of the game. This is just gonna be a slow 4-on-1 beatdown, I think. Let's see, there's just a couple minutes left, but this game is all done for the most part. There you go. Storm. Just sending massive units. It's kind of a pretty good game. Definitely could have gone much differently if this pink player was double Templar Archives. Top of their, yeah. Let's just bounce out of it. Well, but the stats though. We'll zoom ahead and just we can do stats too. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Pretty good coordination by both sides. The crippling blow was probably first to equalize by taking the middle, and then the mutas distracting black, so black would pull back into his base. For 8 mutas, I don't think he needed to bring all of his army back. He probably would have been fine just bringing back, you know, you'd split it in half or something, you know, 8 mutas versus, I think, blues to 1, maybe 8 1-1 hydras. Not really sure about that. I could do a poll on the comments. 8 mutas versus 8 hydras, 1-1. Who wins? Looks like the usual suspects get a win on this one, though. Again, Hellraiser 99, producing all that. Not killing too much. 35 ain't bad, but that's probably all at the end. Pretty good battle. Up in the air for a long portion of it, for sure. And then I think there was a rematch on this. Let's see, we had 2 come back from the last one. Alright, so we have the same team. We got yellow, blue, red, and green. Same map as last time. Hey! Move your SUV! If this was the ASL, that'd be a scandal. Oh my god! He didn't move his SUV for 3 seconds. The game is over. Versus Spark Helio. New player. WLSX. He's playing Zerg again. I don't know if I've ever seen him play anything besides Zerg. Ball, red, pink, Protoss, and Detroit Bulk from the last game, who did play very well. At least tried to help his teammates somewhat. Which is all you really need to do, I suppose. Just try to be somewhere instead of in no man's land or sitting on your hands. It seems like aggression is seems like always a little bit preferable to defense. There's Jarvis trying another 8 racks on the map rush build, which could be pretty risky, especially seeing that there's a 9 pool from his Zerg neighbor that's right next door. But I don't know if he knows there's a Zerg neighbor right next door. Let's see if that gets scouted. Pink, purple, pink is scouting middle. Gateway, I'm gonna have a tech play down here from Ball Red. Scouting the middle. Tittleman's Crest is on the hot seat. Looks like he's setting up to pop 6 lings too. Spark Helio is going for a mech play, looks like. Getting early gas. Meanwhile, the ARAX is up. 1 Marine is up. I'm gonna go check out Ally up here. 6 lings coming out. Looks like an overpool. Tittleman's, he is putting a creep colony right at the top of his ramp using that neutral sunken. And we have a bunker rush. ARAX bunker rush coming at white, which is problematic if he's going for a factory in the main especially. He's gonna chase down this first Marine. Other Marine shows up. Oh. Pink has located the building, but it's actually being assisted by the sunken on high ground. Pretty good. Dude takes out 1 Marine, but zaps the other one. What's he building in the main? Got 2 factories, but those are going to be a while. Is this bunker going to finish? Purple has a good amount of lings, but is not challenged much. Looks like the D over here, he's going to poke in. Bunker gets up with 1 Marine in it. Very annoying. Just close enough to hit the repair too. 2 Marines and an SCV is gonna be enough to push back these lings. Now 3 SCVs. Oh, he accidentally drags his Overlord over here. Shouldn't want to lose that. Looks like it's just pot shots though. 1 Marine does not do that much damage. He's gonna hold those SCVs right outside. Okay, Orange is coming out with his Zealots. I want to see where this tech play. Robotics. Pink, robotics, no Zealots. 1 Dragoon into robotics bay. He's got to be going Reaver if he's not making any units. Alright. Looks like Pink will get up here and clean this bunker. Starting to pump out vultures, so damage here is minimal to Spark Helio. Maybe a little chaos. Maybe overmining some gas, but not too much damage done. Really. It's actually pretty solid. This Dabman is... Oh, that's not... Okay, Orange is on Detroit Bulk. Okay. Okay, this vulture down here could be very annoying. This bunker's going to get up, though. Dabman's going to go crash into his main, though. So... this many Zealots would take forever to kill with 1 vulture. And if you do micro it perfectly, technically you can kill infinite zealots with a vulture, but it's easier said than done. Now he's got 3 though, and his zealots. It's all chaos. He's got to try to keep them alive. We got vultures. Oh, that's a clutch repair on this vulture here. Good block, good SCV block. He's playing hard to stay alive. Living through that wave, but it's just so hard to micro vultures, build your drones, maintain production, all that. Now, what else do we have? Another clutch repair on this vulture. He's really playing well to weather the onslaught, but this zealot's gonna get right in this vulture's face, and oh, he wins down. This is big. Although good surround, he got enough damage on it, but you gotta. He's hurting. He's down at 5 SCVs. Meanwhile, let's see what else is going on. A couple macro hatches for WLSX. Lair, he's droning hard, so it's gonna be tough to see what able to do. Trying to get mines, but he doesn't have any vultures and only 5 SCVs. Ooh. Red's got a kind of nice little fortress up here on this high ground. Double sunkens at these neutral buildings. Looks like an attempted break-in. Well, a couple attacks. And Dabman's just sending over from 3 gates. Just to keep on hammering this play over here, and there's nothing to shoot over this wall, and there's nothing to repair it. So, in lieu of Spire's not going to be in time, and now he's playing. He's vulture microing his butt off again, I suppose. Although he does have the mines, but now we have Big Cheese's vultures are showing up also, and this player's in major trouble. Might be able to float, but where would he float to? He's all alone. Looks like Orange is trying to send a little relief force. Ling's out here. It's going to be interesting to see what we do with this Muta play. That could really change things. Oh, and the Reaver. Where's the Reavers at? He's going double Robo Reaver. I don't know if they have I don't know if team has a counter to this. Zerg is going Hydra. That's not going to counter the Reaver. Mutas are a hard counter to Reaver, obviously. Oh, wait. I guess that could have been a huge mine hit. Was it a mine hit? Couldn't tell. These are all injured. Might be able to take out these zealots. Those are massively damaged zealots. Maybe that mine did hit. Looks like White's fleeing. They're floating. Floating command center. Floating command center and 3 drones. Okay. Now here's a substantial 3 shuttle. Reaver, Dragoon. I think there might be 5 Reavers and a Dragoon in the shovel. That's very substantial. And supported with Mutas. This is going to be a bloodbath up here, it's looking like. Yeah. Red has invested everything in Sunkens and Lings, and it's just nothing that's going to do anything to this. Mutas are trying to get as many drones as possible, and this 5 Reaver drop is just going to nuke these Zerg buildings. Nothing shoots up, everything is in trouble. He's trying to make an Evo chamber, but there's just nothing to be done for this. But meanwhile, Olive, seeing this mass drop, he's going to just try to go counterattack at his main. There's 2 Reavers in this main, and 2 about to pop out. One's about to pop. 4 Reavers in this main. This is not going to go well, this counterattack attempt. And Red has just been nuked from this entire game. Here we go. He's trying to get those Reavers. Reavers are sort of exposed. Pulls a couple of them out. Gets another one. Reavers are hard to micro, especially without the shuttle. He's diving in on this Reaver. That's going to go down too. All the Reavers die, but he is going to lose everything that he's got on this counterattack. Not really doing too much damage. This ball red player is highest in pop by far. Just a massively stacked mineral line. And he does have these 3 shuttles filled with Reavers out on the map, supported by mutas who can basically kill pretty much anything out here. Looks like if they flew into fly up here, they could fly into, oh, we got Wraith production. So yellow is seeing mutas and seeing these shuttles and saying that need to get something in the air to possibly counter this shuttle play. But if the mutas stay with the shuttles, they should be able to. These guys probing into this blue Terran, but ooh, almost dies. Too much play over here. Tanks and okay, what's happening here? Looks like orange might have made an ill-advised little foray up here into red's mining base. Red stayed alive okay, decent a number of drones considering the carnage that fell his main, and he's kept his natural. He does have spores up too, so if he can be reinforced, he should be able to stay around. Anyway, these 3 shuttles are sharking around though. They're looking for more damage. Where's the muta assist? That muta mass shuttle muta is like very strong. But if these shuttles, I don't think they have speed either. Taking some hits. They've activated. Don't know. The Wraiths are flying away. Oh, take another hit from that. Now he's moving him away. But we have Cloak Wraiths in pursuit. With the scan. He's gonna get one. Gets one. It's one Reaver down. The mutas see him. They're coming to help. Oh, can he get that one too? Oh, 3 Reavers and 2 shuttles go down. Can he get the 3rd one? Oh my god! That's 3 shuttles. That's, what, 5 Reavers and those shuttles going down. And they still can't see these Cloak Wraiths. They're going to kill some mutas. This little Wraith pack is turning the tide of this game. He's all over these. There's no observers for this. He's going to find damage at this little expo. There's nothing here for it. I'm going to pick off this one that's not cloaked. He doesn't have speed overlord. Not yet. I bet we're going to see a little... No observatory. Needs to transfer his probes too. He was up there for a while, but his macro kind of decreased. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's a big mine. Could have taken out those raids. I don't know about this micro. He started running all the way into a meat grinder here. That stuff's gonna go down. He's got a bunch of mutas, but he's probably afraid to engage if there's cloak wraiths out there. Oh, irradiate. Irradiate doing a lot of damage to these. Ooh, that's brutal. Radiate is the end of a pretty tough hour. Again, orange is coming back up. It's just kind of hammering the same spot over and over again. It does have one, a lot of zealots, but they're slow and they're sort of funneled into a choke. But I suppose if he breaks it, he could finish red out of the game. But red is nestled up right up next to the ally yellow down here, and not gonna be able to move too far. Is orange. Still forced an evacuation of these drones, but at what cost? He pretty much wasted his whole army. White's still alive, still rebuilding. But blue is now turning the screws on this pink Zerg. Coming out. These 3 tanks in the back are going to do plenty. This is a ill-fated bust attempt. For sure. And now we have Orange coming, trying to help, but too late. Late to the party. If Orange had synced up with Purple, they might have been able to break this position. Especially before Olive comes down. The Wraiths are back. Good coordination here from what's now the Team North up here. Is he going back to the Reavers? Seems like Reaver shuttle play was pretty good, but maybe he's afraid of these Wraiths. We're back again. Cloak, just a massive pain in the ass for this player over here. So. Can't see any of this. Oh, good replayer on that turret. He's gonna have to bail out of that position. Just got speed overlords. Pink is taking a third expo. Okay. I mean, might as well build 6 Stargates. But this position here from Blue is just gonna wreck this expo. D-Matrix. Help a little bit. Delay that long enough to give enough time. Another D-Matrix. Just taking too much damage. But Team North has come down to help out, and they're going to occupy this position, it looks like, in a pretty big way. Oh, he gets another tank. This is a good attack here from Purple. I don't know if they can finish it out, though. They're so close to being able to break it, too, but it looks like Team North is just going to hold on. Just barely. More reinforcements being sent. This little force maybe could have swung the balance in a big way, but it looks like, okay. Yeah, this many Stargates, huh? I mean, I guess he's got enough money, but how in the world are you gonna keep 8 Stargates pumping? 8 Stargate, if you try to make 8 carriers, how much? What's a carrier? I don't know, 350 minerals. You know, drop 3,500 minerals. This macro is good. This tank is hitting over those cliffs, though. Team North looks like they've secured this huge position right at Orange's third base. It's going to be tough for them to break out, for sure. But man, Pink is going to try. Pretty solid push. Mono Hydras. Yellow's going to have to help. He's going to try to burrow his lurkers up here. Getting him from multiple directions, though. This is not going to last too long. It's a push, maybe an ill-fated push there. Saturating the third. He's still on Hydras. I don't see any Hive tech, which is going to be tough to... Looks like Red's rebuilding here. A Valkyrie here too, just in case those mutas come back. We're holding strong, rallying to this third base position. Looks like Purple got pushed back. But the story is, what are these carriers gonna do? Is he getting upgrades? I mean, there's no way you're gonna use all those Stargates at the same time. But he's got 1, 2, 3 carriers in production and 4 already made. That's starting to get to that carrier tipping point. But third base of Pink is going to go down. It's a pretty good siege tank, but Red, Hydras plus tank. Alright, Orange is trying to break out. I don't think this is going to do much. Not without area AoE damage. he getting Storm? Storm would be nice. Just getting full upgrades on his ground, but 5 gateways. Just hanging out here. Pink, he's going for this long game. What's Yellow's up to 4 mining bases. Yellow, the big cheese, is at the big pop right now. 169. Way bigger than anyone else. Maybe he's sensing the, he saw the carriers coming too, because it's like he's starting to build up an air force here. +1 on his mech. Team North is coming down to push in a lot of places. Right on Pink's doorstep. Pink is starved for gas. Only on 2 gas. Orange is coming out. They're fighting. They're trying to... You can tell that this is a big moment for them. Panic photon cannons. This tank is going to help, but blue is taking this position between the 2/3 and sort of erased purple's chance at getting bigger. Still no hive. He's trying to just do it on hydras alone. This carrier count is getting big. 8 carriers. Just not enough money to keep pumping them. See what they do with that. Yeah, big cheese is on 4 base macro. He's gonna max out. These carriers are hanging out down here. Siege starting. These 2 tanks are pretty good. Alright, here we go. Coming in, he cloaks the wraiths. I don't see any observers here, but there is a there are photon cannons. Back in and out. He's keeping him in. Oh, we have carriers from Olive here that are just shooting over the ledge. He's hemmed in on all sides. He's calling good game up here, the orange player. And here we go. Pouring in damage on these carriers. Remake, you guys get pink? Dang. Pink didn't play so bad. He nuked a red player in the middle. Alright, he's got overlords. His clutch teammate bringing the overlords. He's diving with these wraiths anyway and really picking up kills. He got 1. More sober 2 Stargate carrier happening. It's easy. All of his mining all the way down here. Orange has been breached. These carriers have any upgrades? They don't have any upgrades, but there are plenty of them. And now he has plenty of overlords with him too, so the wraith play is not going to push him back much. Oh. Oh. Hidden lurkers just being a massive headache preventing these hydras from linking up with the carriers. If the hydras can link up with the carriers, I could say maybe there'd be a chance. I don't know at this point. It's looking pretty tough. Big cheese up there is about to max out. He's probably switching into pretty huge levels of production. Although the hydras did get over here, it's just tough to beat for sure. Siege tanks aren't going to do anything. Even White's got his siege tanks up here, helping out. Not bad, 21. Good job. Okay, here's the wraiths. Oh, that's a big storm. That's a huge storm. Uh-oh. 2-1 Hydras versus 2-2 Goliaths. It's a pretty good fight. Oh, here's the Scourge. Scourge getting shot down by the Hydras. This Hydra's mixed with the carriers is not bad. But that carrier fleet's gonna go down, and there's just not enough money for these players down here. Purple's been denied on expos. Pretty much. At least a solid 15 minutes now. Yellow's cleaning up orange. Orange is Olive has a carrier pack that's getting bigger and bigger by the second. There you go. These Terrans are getting big. Big Cheese finding places to put factories everywhere. Still pumping out these wraiths. Another carrier goes down. Making a couple more. This is mop up at this point, I think. Even Red's back. Yeah, still got an entire base up here. It's a huge arc. Purple calls it. White calls it. That's it. Good game though. Very clutch catch of those shuttles to get that Wraith switch. Absolutely clutch. Good holds. Good teamwork on both sides, really. Nice to see everybody fought to the end. Yeah, Big Cheese had it that game. Had the secret sauce. He has the macro sauce. 249 units as Terran. Tons of kills. And then the clutch race switch to shut down the Muta shuttle play right in its tracks. How about we watch one more? How about we watch one more? I think it was a 3-game series on this map, so let's see what it looks like. Alright, so Detroit Bulk and WLSXX are back, joined by this Protoss, Red GGG, and Frowning, a green Terran. So here we go. Bottom right and middle. Detroit Bulk getting the hot seat this time. And upper left versus upper right. Jarvis Cheese. Dabman is pink this time, and Tillman's Crest is red. Red GGGGGG. See what the Zergs do. Always a question. Looks like Overlord and Pool first. WLSX has gone Pool first every time. Harassment. Super annoying stuff, of course. He pops back on the inside. Go inside, SCV. Gate. Assimilator. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Oh no! He's gonna get it. Oh jeez. So annoying. Early game Terran is so annoying trying to get these buildings up. Bam, bam, bam. 6 Lings hatched, 2 more on the way. Meanwhile, Pool isn't up yet, and these are being sent ASAP over here. 2 gates. Sunken. There you go. He's putting another one down. He can see, he can tell that he's a little bit vulnerable for that rush. But it looks like the tan Zerg down here is kind of going every which way. A little indecisive. Cannon over that wall. White's coming up here. These lings are staying home. He's just rallying zealots now. Oh, there you go. Killed somebody. Alright, here's the wall. Gotta rep it. Gotta rep it. Ah, they're getting caught on themselves. They're not repairing. Ow! Oh no! Oh no! Emergency. Good block by this. Let's see how many kills they get. Good block by the SCVs, but how many? There's only one Marine in that bunker. Oh, these SCVs are getting murdered. A little bit of intercepting happening. But they are just running right by this bunker like it's nothing, really. One Marine is just not enough damage. Green's here. He's floating. He's downed up. Is that his last SCV? The bunker's down. He's floating. He's a refugee. This game is over. The choke working against the red Zerglings there. I think that's going to be all she wrote for yellow player up here. Big Cheese goes down early. Just a straight up bum rushing. The repair, live and die by the repair. Then his SCV was getting sniped also. Looks like Orange is setting up a kind of massive defensive play at his natural. Yellow is floating. And this kind of like top left to bottom right team is on the map, and everyone else sort of relegated to a secondary position. Got 1, 2 hatches up. He's getting his choke sunken. Let's see what he puts down over here. Evo chamber. 2 sunkens and another hatchery for Tittleman. 3 gates. Mass Zealot getting his core though. Got 2 gate goon. Oh. Big Cheese just gonna land back home. Get his 1 SCV back. Just maybe they won't notice. Oh no, Dabman's here to guard him. So maybe there's a play there. 4 goons versus 1 zealot versus 4 goons, 3 zealots. Blue pulls back. Probably could have won that fight, honestly. Although more goons are rallying and there is a cannon warping in, but might have been a way to force the issue up over here. Lings going lair. Lings coming out here to guard an expo. How many we got? 12 lings. 12 lings. 12 plus 4. 16 beats 12. Gonna do a little damage there, but not much. We got 3 gate goon versus 2 gate goon. So who's going to team up is the question. Oh, this tank is exposed. Oh, huge mine hit. Oh, ow. Decent. Could have sniped that tank, which would have been a good move, but there's a little too much freedom of movement out here for team top left to bottom right diagonal. It's a little static. This is not a winning move here. Taking shots from that. Get one of those tanks and got a few of those dragoons, but not a great trade. Zerglings are running all over the place. He's going for his spires halfway done. Red Zerg players doing lair also. No lair attack showing quite yet. Zerglings coming up here. Tank in a good spot. Possibly could be sniped. letting off 2 of these tanks. Green Terran is kind of playing a nice little support tank role. Tanks where you need it. Okay, let's see. Zergling's shielding for these tanks nicely. And the tank's evaporating. Kind of getting on them. They should just turn around and kill these Zerglings. Oh, you're gonna get the tanks. Look at that. And red's gonna help. White has fully taken this space in front of blue. It's like looking like a pretty rough contain. Up to 4 gates. Not really pumping too much. Expo's coming down for these 2 Protoss players. Red and pink over here saving yellow. Yellow's still alive. Decent number of SCVs. Kind of at a critical point where it's like if you can stay alive a little bit longer, then they really start to come online. About to get factory up. You gotta think they're getting at least 1 more. Picking off these Dragoons, looking like 1 at a time. It's a pretty good move. Templar Archives coming up. Templar Archives here also. Gotta think there's gonna be some DTs running around. But this is a tough. Siege tank, reinforced. 2 more tanks coming over. It's just all sorts of freedom of movement for this team. Oh, okay. Here you go, the 2 base carrier with +1 on high ground. You know, if you and double upgrades. They already got 2 more coming. Clock is ticking on Team South. You gotta think. Nobody's tested this back wall, which is guarded by only 1 cannon. But the mutas are growing over here. Gonna have a muta battle. What's it at now? 7 versus 8, 9 if they tries to attack. White's pushing in with these tanks behind it. That's pretty strong. Pink is coming up on the side though. Tough for pink to get all the way up to relieve blue though of this contain. Okay, muta fight. Red's mutas come over, but they're met by a superior force. Uh-oh, these mutas are on the run. He's on the run, he's losing 1. It's ZVZ for you. You poke in and then all of a sudden it's all over. He's gonna lose all these. It's a moving shot, good moving shot. Tanks are getting closer and closer and closer in here. Oh, this is a pretty good counterattack from pink. But the pincher is gonna be a crusher, I think. Can't get out 5. He does have a shuttle. If he uses a shuttle, he might be able to get out, but while the Dragoons are away, but yeah, and then the carriers come. Has upgrades hit yet? Maybe close to. This is gonna be the hammer. Expo goes down. These carriers, there's no answer for this. 2 base carrier rush. Nicely done too on that middle base. You secure the Expo. His allies helped him out for sure, and then 3 Stargates pumping. +1. He's got 4 now. Some Scourge take out 1. Mutas will try to help. Mutas aren't really much of a match for carriers though. Still pretty good Expos. Blues get slow pushed to oblivion here. Nothing much left. Yellow's sort of coming back online, but the carriers, there's just no way. 3 more coming out. Upgrades kicking in. You gotta have real critical mass to deal with those carriers. Oh, and the muta war is snowballing down here. I think this is the beginning of the end. And it is from there on. So there you go, 2 wins and a loss for you on hot seat. Pretty good stuff. Only 11 kills for Jarvis. Only 8 for Big Cheese, 14 for Tittlemans. Not too great ratios here. And that means you're going down. But not a bad game. Not a bad game. Not a complete blowout. Well played by the other team, though. Also, good teamwork. Love a Terran who just sort of spreads out the tanks. It was a perfect opportunities for tanks spreading out, helping allies do contains and stuff, and then pretty good early play with those Zerglings mixed with Marines just to bust down a Terran. Terran early game. Terran is the weakest one until they're not, and then they're completely untouchable. It seems like, just like in the ASL. So there you go. There's an NSL for this week. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. And those are the games of the week. And I'll see you on BattleNet on Fridays at 10 Pacific Standard Time, US West.